Chickenpox is an extremely notorious virus that has been portrayed in the media for years. It has been characterized by its red dots on the infected person's skin. Due to its notoriety, many misconceptions have cropped up about the virus, such as only children can get it. We will be presenting what is chickenpox and why getting a vaccine for it is extremely important. What is chickenpox? Chickenpox is a contagious illness caused by the varicella zoster virus. It is consistently identified by its noticeable blisters and red spots on the infected person's skin. Other internal symptoms include fatigue, fever, loss of appetite, headaches, itching, sore throat, and swollen lymph nodes. Chickenpox is notorious for being common in children rather than adults, but it still can be contracted by adults. The symptoms typically go away after 7 to 10 days, but can last longer in certain cases. History of chickenpox and the vaccine. The ancient history of chickenpox is not very well documented, but its roots lead back all the way to ancient Greece. The first chickenpox vaccine was developed by Michiaki Takahashi in the 1970s in Japan. The vaccine was approved for general use in Japan and Korea in 1988. In 1995, the vaccine was released for general use in the United States for individuals older than 12 years of age. Finally, in 2005, a version of the vaccine was released that could be administered to those of 12 months of age or older. How does the vaccine work? The chickenpox vaccine is a live vaccine. Like many other vaccines, it contains a small amount of the chickenpox virus in order to help your immune system produce antibodies in order to protect you from the virus. Side effects of the chickenpox vaccine can include soreness in the arm stemming from the injection site, a mild rash on the injection site, or a light fever. In rare cases, 1 in a million people, a serious allergic reaction can occur. How is it transmitted? Chickenpox is most commonly transmitted by touching the blister or shared contact of saliva or mucus. The virus can also be transmitted by air through coughing or sneezing. Chickenpox can also be spread indirectly through shared contact with an item, such as clothing or food. Chickenpox tends to spread more rapidly in children than adults, but can still spread in adults. Different ways to combat the transmission and effects of it. While there is no known cure for chickenpox once you catch it, there are several pharmaceutical remedies that can help relieve symptoms. The main symptoms of chickenpox that cause the most amount of discomfort are skin rashes and a fever. For the fever, many doctors prescribe their patients with paracetamol and calamine lotion to relieve the rashes that may develop. There are also several at-home remedies for the rashes, including a cool bath with baking soda or a bath with oatmeal in it. Although these treatments may be somewhat effective, the best way to combat chickenpox is to get the chickenpox vaccine, which is extremely effective in preventing someone from getting the disease. How anti-vax is dangerous for people, especially in regards to chickenpox. An example of anti-vax being dangerous when pertaining to chickenpox is an incident in North Carolina in 2018. A group of anti-vaxxers didn't get their children the chickenpox vaccine, leading to quote-unquote the state's largest chickenpox outbreak in decades. This dangerous rhetoric can lead to generational damage by instilling in children's heads the idea that vaccines are unnecessary. In a staggering study, quote, out of Waldorf schools, 152 students, 110 have not received the vaccine for the varicella virus. This shows how quickly and powerfully the sentiment of anti-vaccination can spread. Conclusion. In conclusion, the chickenpox virus is a serious disease that can spread very easily. Modern developments, namely the vaccine, have nearly destroyed the spread of chickenpox, but there are still some issues with getting the entire population vaccinated. Anti-vaxxers have continued to spread dangerous rhetoric that has prevented the extinction of the virus. Even though it may seem like chickenpox is an unimportant and outdated sickness, it is still very important to get your children vaccinated so we as a society can entirely destroy the spread of chickenpox.